children, you will find that your country and many in your world are now proceeding along the same course taken before the fall of an empire.
My child and my children, prayer has not become a way of life for many. That is why communism has got such a foothold in your country and in other countries of the world. The prayers given to you in your childhood will be remembered. Always, I know, my children. But there are those who have not received these prayers in their schools, for prayer has been outlawed in many areas of your country and the world. It took but a few without faith to bring down the flag, for even your country's flag is being defiled, my children. I speak both of the United States and Canada, for when the great tribulation falls upon them, they will have to hold each other up, for they cannot escape through the waters to get help. They will not escape through the skies, but the number of dead will be counted in the millions. You do not know, my poor children, what our eyes have seen as we looked into the dungeons of the communist organizations. The beatings, the scaldings, the torturings. It is beyond all human reasoning that a human being could try to destroy the whole faith of the individual by beatings, by torturings, even by cutting out the tongues of those who had dared to speak against them. And who are these people, my children, who are doing these vile things? In those days when communism enters your country, it will be your own family and your neighbors. Yes, my child, I know you are shocked at this, but this is what is going to happen unless the bishops and Pope John Paul II listen to my plea. We have approached them many times. However, I do not understand their fear of Russia. There is nothing to fear but fear itself, for fear is a tool of the devil. The murders must be stopped in your country. That is another reason why communism is getting a foothold in your government and all the governments of the world, because they have given themselves over to sin, murders and butchery. Millions of babies have been aborted in the United States of America and Canada, and millions more throughout the world. This is murder, and no different than what the communists do to those who dissent from them. My child and my children, keep a constant vigilance of prayer going throughout your nation and the nations of the world. You do not know how close you are to being one of the nations to be annihilated. I speak this of the United States of America because they are being deluded by Russia. Russia has in armaments 6 times the number of missiles that we store. While they say they deploy them and take them out of existence, that is not true. They are increasing and increasing, for they have only one thought in mind. That is to take over the whole world. My child and my children, do not be affrighted by this, for there is still time to stop them. But you must do that now.
We have chosen to give this message to you, my child, and my children in the United States, where we find that there is much courage in the heart of your countrymen. There is a time for everything in the plan of heaven.
My child and my children, the Eternal Father does not wish to lose one of his children. And what can he do with all of the murders of the unborn taking place? For that one reason among many, the United States will suffer unless there is placed into your government a group that fears the Lord. If they cannot love the Lord, they will fear him and find measures to stop the slaughter of the unborn. You are taking these babies, these children, from the world before their mission has been performed. Each and every unborn child has been sent upon the earth with a mission to fight Satan.
Full of grace, the Lord is with thee.
I hear all cries of peace, peace, and security going throughout your world, my children. But there is no peace, there is no security. And your country, the United States of America, the great eagle has been plucked by Satan and his agents. You see lying now before you a majestic eagle, the once proud symbol of America, fallen because of paganism and sin. It is known through history that once a country has given itself over to all manner of paganism and sin, it is not long before that country falls into a system of dictatorship, bringing great sorrow, even murder, to the masses.
Will be the major instrument for the lessening of the chastisement upon your country. The plan of the Father is for the cleansing. All must go through this crucible of suffering. However, those of well spirit shall have no fear, knowing they are under the protection of my mantle.
How can a great country like the United States fall, you say, my child? You ask me in your heart. I read your heart. I will tell you why. Because they have given themselves over to Satan. When a country has lost its morality and seeks the pleasures of the flesh, giving themselves over to all manner of abominations like homosexuality and condoning this up to the highest courts of the land, then that country shall fall. You see, my children, as long as there is someone praying the rosary in your country, we will be here to guide you. But accept our counsel now. Do not wait until it is too late. America the beautiful will fall.